The King Kong franchise has been a cornerstone of cinematic history since its inception in 1933. The original King Kong, 1933, was a groundbreaking film that introduced audiences to the colossal ape, Kong, and the mysterious Skull Island. Directed by Merian C. Cooper and Ernest B. Schudsack, the film follows a film crew led by director Carl Denham as they venture to the remote island near Indonesia. There they encounter Kong, a giant ape who becomes the centerpiece of their adventure. The film's iconic climax, where Kong is brought to New York and meets his tragic end atop the Empire State Building, remains one of the most memorable moments in film history. Interestingly, a crane was used to lift Kong's hand 10 feet to film the scenes with Anne Fay Ray inside, showcasing the ingenuity of early special effects. Following the success of King Kong, Son of Kong, 1933, was rushed into production and released later the same year. This sequel sees Carl Denham return to Skull Island, where he encounters a smaller albino gorilla believed to be Kong's offspring. While the film didn't achieve the same level of acclaim as its predecessor, actor Robert Armstrong reportedly believed it was better due to the added depth of its characters. Nearly 30 years later, King Kong vs. Godzilla, 1962, brought the giant ape back to the screen, this time pitted against Japan's most famous monster, Godzilla. Produced by Toho Studios, the film featured actors in full-body suits portraying the two titans as they battled atop Mount Fuji. This film reignited interest in Godzilla, leading to a resurgence in the franchise. In 1967, Toho released King Kong Escapes, directed by Ishiro Honda, who also helmed King Kong vs. Godzilla. This film introduced Mechani-Kong, a robotic clone of Kong created by the villainous Doctor Who. A quirky behind-the-scenes fact involves Linda Miller, whose mother aggressively negotiated her salary for her first acting role, ensuring her daughter was fairly compensated. The 1976 remake of King Kong, directed by John Guillemot, brought the story into the modern era. This version featured Jeff Bridges as primate paleontologist Jack Prescott and Jessica Lange as Dwan, the damsel in distress. The film is notable for its massive mechanical Kong, which stood over 40 feet tall, making it the largest mechanical creature ever built at the time. A decade later, King Kong Lives, 1986, served as a sequel to the 1976 film. In this installment, Kong survives his fall from the World Trade Center and is kept in a coma for 10 years. When a female ape is introduced to provide him with a blood transfusion, the two escape and wreak havoc in Manhattan. A humorous anecdote from this film involves actor Peter Michael Gertz, who received a royalty check for 3 cents, which he never cashed but kept as a memento. Peter Jackson's King Kong, 2005, was a lavish, big-budget remake of the original, starring Naomi Watts as Anne Darrow and Jack Black as Carl Denham. The film paid homage to the 1933 classic while utilizing modern CGI to bring Kong and Skull Island to life. A fun fact, while the real Empire State Building was constructed in 14 months, the CGI version took 18 months to create. Kong, Skull Island, 2017, shifted the timeline to the 1970s, following a group of scientists and soldiers who discover Kong while exploring an uncharted island. The film was originally nearly 3 hours long, but was trimmed down, cutting several scenes, including a lengthy battle sequence and an encounter with a giant serpent. Godzilla vs. Kong, 2021, brought the two iconic monsters together once again in a visually stunning showdown. The film prioritized action and spectacle over character development, delivering a thrilling experience for fans of the MonsterVerse. Actress Kaylee Hottle, who played Gia, comes from a family of deaf individuals, adding a unique layer of representation to the film. Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire, 2024, delves deeper into the interconnectedness of humanity, Titans, and the delicate balance of their shared ecosystem. This film explores the origins of these colossal beings and the mysteries of Skull Island, while introducing new threats that challenge the very existence of both monsters and humankind. Expect breathtaking visuals, epic clashes, and a story that expands the MonsterVerse in thrilling new directions.